The French Revolution. When we talk about the French Revolution, first we remember the words like liberty, equality and fraternity. Nowadays, in every country, every people are asking for having equality, no discrimination, fraternity. So every country is trying to provide to its people the feeling of equality. They assure the freedom is provided to all people, irrespective of their caste, color, creed. So now, when we look into these words of liberty, equality and fraternity, even these three words have a history. The claiming of these words from history gets establishment from the French Revolution. So, the French Revolution, which happened in 1789, inspired many other countries in the coming years to fight for their freedom struggle. So, in this unit, we shall discuss what is the momentum that gave rise for the people to fight against their traditional monarchy. How did people fight? What are the consequences of this? And later, what happened? And what is the true story of the French Revolution? Well, let us begin with an introductory note. The French Revolution, it was on the day of 14th July 1789. The entire state was on alarm. Everybody was terrified. What happened actually on 14th of July 1789? The 14th of July plays a very vital role, not only on the past, but even today. This is observed as a national day in France. So what happened actually on 14th of July? There were rumors which spread that the king has ordered the military to enter into the streets and destroy the people's gathering. And they were also expecting that the king might even order to open fire on the people. On the background, the people actually gathered on that day their protest towards the rise of the price of the bread. The rise of the price of the bread was actually troubling them a lot. Many of them are struggling to get even a piece of bread. That was the situation what the actual people are facing. Ignoring these situations, there were rumors which spread that the king has ordered the army to enter into the streets and then destroy the gathering. If necessary, the king may also order to open fire on these people. So, the news spread like a wildfire. As this news or this rumor spread like a wildfire, people were angered with the words of the king. Being ignorant to the problems of the people and also forcing the people to terrify the people, he ordered the army to destroy them, which means literal words that he do not want to pay any attention towards the problems of the people. This made the people very, very angry. As the people are very, very angry, they all gathered. Nearly 7,000 men and women gathered at a town hall. After gathering at a town hall, the 7,000 men and women, these people have formed their own group of force, popularly known as People's Militia. The People's Militia, having 7,000 force of people, which is comprising of men and women, went to the palace. The palace name is Bastille Palace. The Bastille Palace has been a symbol of royal power, and where those who are talking towards the favor of the people or those who did any agitations against the king are being imprisoned there. there are nearly 7 people imprisoned in this Bastille Palace. People on a mob went there and then they destroyed the palace, they killed the commander, and finally they released all the 7 prisoners who were imprisoned there, and later they destroyed the palace and broke the palace walls into small fragments. People are so much angry that people started to maintain as a symbol of their freedom that a fragment of a stone piece of the Bastille Palace in everyone's house. And people are so crazy, sometimes they even bought the stone fragments in the market. So on the day of 14th July, the people's militia attacked the Bastille Palace and destroyed the Bastille Palace, released the 7 prisoners who are imprisoned inside, and later breaking it into small fragments, sold the small fragments in the market, which made the people to feel very happy at that point of time. So this was a very rare incident which happened ever since in France became a monarchic state. So now the historians started to look at this point from a different perspective. What triggered the people's anger on that day to that much extreme level? What made the people to be so violent? So now, for us to understand this, we need to go in detail what happened on that day. Historians saw this as an outcome of a series of events. So what are the series of events that led for the people to come and blast a palace and break it into pieces? After breaking it, they could not get satisfied. They sold it in the market and people bought it. So we need to understand here, there is something which is very strong feeling for the people, which made the people to feel very bad. That's why that has raised the anger of the people. So let us find out in detail what are the series of the events that happened and resulted on the issue on the day of 14 July 1789 as people have blasted the Bastille Palace.